Hey, welcome back to our super easy to learn beginner guide to playing guitar. And we have gone through the chords, we've fretted the chords, shown you how to strum the chords. All right? So the next level is putting two or more of these chords together. And in order to do that, you need to be able to transition seamlessly and phonically between one chord and another. And this is the trick to guitar playing, right here, okay? So as we learn, now we learned our open chords in sort of order, right? So we went A, C, D, E, F, G. We left out the B because it is a bar chord, and you really don't need it right now. And my theory is you get your skills to a level where it's easier to learn, things make more sense, and then you take on something a little more challenging, like a bar chord, all right? So my biggest, I guess if there's hey, is there a tip here? Do you have any advice? Yes. We've learned our chords in no specific order. But see, now if they were all on a table, okay, now what we have to do is we have to take these chords and put them into little groups where they kind of belong and work well and sound good together. And those are called keys, okay? Now, we also call them a family of chords, the key family, all right? So, why that is they just sound, they work well together. And then moving forward, you'll realize when you start learning songs, that songs are written in a key. So they'll only use the chords more often. The odd time they'll go and borrow something, okay? But it's all the chords in the key of that family, that key that the song was written in. So doesn't it make sense to learn how to transition between your chords right from day one? Only like the chords that are relevant to make up a song. So for example, in the key of E, we have E, we have A, and we have B. We have all kinds of other chords, but they're all like funky bar chords that we really don't want to go near right now. So we really only have two open chords in the key of E, and that is the actual E major and our A major, okay? Everything else is a sharp, a flat, etc. Bar chord, played in bar chord form. So we don't want to go there. The traditional 1-4-5 that most songs are written in, especially blues, the 12-bar blues is a 1-4-5 combination. Well, that means the key that you're in, so in this case E is your one note. If we were in the key of G, G would be the one note, all right? So we are in the key of E, so E is our number one chord. Chord, not note, chord, okay? So what is the 4 chord? Well, E is 1, F would be 2, G would be 3, and what comes after G, we start over again, it's an A. So my 1-4 would be E-A, 1-4, okay? So it would make brilliant sense to learn how to transition from E to A. Because when you write songs, right, and further down the line, this will all start making sense to you. When you write songs, more often than not, you go to 1 to 4, okay? So there's our 1, there's our 4. So when I Google a song and it's in the key of E, there's a good chance the first two chords are going to be E and A. And if they're not, the A is probably the third chord. So it makes sense. Let's learn that right off the bat, E to A. And every key that you see that we do these videos on will be the same. There'll be certain chords that follow each other. And there'll definitely be that small group of 2, 3, or 4 that we're going to learn to transition seamlessly. Only within that key, okay? Because I don't have to worry about an E if I'm playing in the key of C. It's very rarely going to come up, all right? So in this case, the true 1-4-5 would be E, A, playing bar chords. So I'm going to ask you for this exercise, skip the B and play a D instead. It works just as good. So you'd have E, A, D, okay? D, A, D, A, D, D, A, E. Okay? Start slow. I set a mental clock. I go, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, or even 1, 2, 3, 4, I'll just go 1, and then I look, go to the A, get my strumming, 2, D, get my strumming, 3. And then in a couple of days, I could probably go, and then in a couple more days, I could probably go 1, 2, right? So I could go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm going to make a mistake here and there. It's like juggling, the juggler, okay? 1 ball, no problem. 2 balls, piece of cake. 3 balls, they're on the floor. Next time you try it, they're on the floor. 10th time you try it, they're not on the floor yet, okay? After 3 weeks, all 3 are going, and one hits the floor once in a while. Same thing with guitar playing. When you start, it's going to be awful, it's going to be ugly, and it's going to sound terrible. You got to plow through it. That's all I can tell you. There's no magic pill, but there's a magic word, and it's called practice. So, E, A, D. Better to do it slow and proper than fast and sloppy. You can always increase your speed as you get better, all right? So, there is a video like this on all the keys and the chords that we've learned how to play open, how to separate them, and learn them as a group, okay? Before you start, going from your C to your E, or, chords from out of the family, which you're going to need to do eventually anyways. But for now, to accelerate the process, let's learn transitioning our chords within the same family, okay? All right, happy practicing. These videos will be always here, pinned to the page for your future reference, all right? See you later.